Welcome to our Team Tuesday team call. Look at all you pretty faces. Sorry, I know it's late for lots of you. For at least half of you, actually. Yeah, that's okay. It's all right. It's what Energize is for, right?
That's right. I didn't have any today.
You didn't have any?
I mean, not before the call like last week.
Like, is that a thing? What? Are you okay? Do you need to send a lifeline? Well, here we are. It is mid-month, literally tomorrow. How's everybody feeling going into mid-month? Closer to goals? Closer to people? Are you having lots of conversations? How's that going? Do you have questions on what to invite to, or anything about Beauty It's Time to Beast, or any other? I know there's other programs going on out there, but just does anyone have any?
I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, I have a woman that is 5 months postpartum, and the Beauty That It's Time to Beast, that is a that's a hybrid calendar, correct?
Yep.
I'm not going to be doing that whenever I finish Extreme. I think I'm gonna start back up with 21 Day Fix again.
Okay.
Myself.
Yeah.
She is 5 months postpartum, and she's done Beachbody before, but she wants to get back into Beachbody again. Should I just let her pick?
You can, or you could, I mean, if you're going to be doing 21 Day Fix, you could always have her do that with you.
Okay.
Unless she starts right away, then she could maybe start with like Clean Week and then do 21 Day Fix. I mean, she can do the hybrid calendar. It's not like, it's going to be challenging, but I mean, everything has modifications. So you could, anyone could really do it.
But so but I'm going to place her in our challenge tracker.
Yeah.
And so she can just check in with every day with whatever she does, right?
Totally. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just making sure.
Yeah.
I was just making sure, because what I'm explaining to my customers is I'm just basically letting them know what I'm doing and letting them know that in our challenge tracker, we are all kind of doing different things, but this is what's going on. And I'm also inviting them to send them an invite to join Tribe.
Yep.
So that they can, and let them know that they're a lifetime member of that, and that it's all a big group, and that we just all check in and so on and so forth.
No, I think that's totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a great plan. Any groups that, whether you're running with us or not with us, they can do whatever program in the challenge group tracker. I would only say that, like, when we do a program specific one, then I would say no.
Okay.
Yeah. Like when we do Morning Meltdown or whatever it's called.
Right.
Did I get it right?
Yes.
Then, I wouldn't think we would want to have like someone in there doing 21 Day Fix or something.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is Morning Meltdown?
That's the new one with Jericho. It's 100 days, and it's all done with a live DJ. And basically, I mean, it's pretty rad. It's just like a map. I mean, it looks hard. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they look short videos, but the workouts look intense. Don't you guys think? The people you see posting that they're doing it right now?
VIP access.
I can't wait.
July 29th, and all the workouts are 20 to 30 minutes, and it's all Jericho, and every workout will be different.
I even saw her like yoga one, and it was intense. I'm like, whoa, this is gonna be, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be hard. But yeah, it'll be live videos, right? 100 different videos. Yeah.
100 different workouts.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. Okay, cool. Any other questions about any?
I want to ask you guys a quick question. Where do you feel like in your daily flow you might be getting tripped up? And I ask this question because I've noticed one area that I've been really lacking for a few weeks now is following up. I've shared with you guys several times my method of following up, my method of inviting and how I keep track of people and then following up. And my following up is falling really short. So I wanted to bring it up because I need the accountability in it. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of people who once upon a time were interested, and I dropped the ball in reaching back out. And as we know, it takes, a few times for most people to want to join in. So think about what's going on in your daily routine with your business and where do you feel like you could really step up your game. If you want to say it out loud, then go for it. If you want some encouragement in a specific area, let us know. Or just, make a note to yourself that you're going to do better in that area, because it really is, your full power hour needs to be done consistently, not just one part of it. And I know that I've been going like all out on invites, and I've really upped my numbers in invites. So therefore other things have been falling to the wayside, like my follow-ups.
I feel like a more consistent power hour for me, like I have a lot more time in my days than some people. And so I feel like I take advantage of that. And I feel like I have time to do it later. So I'll do like 3 or 4 messages and then the day gets busy with the kids, which I don't expect. And so then like the day's gone and then I'm like not consistent with the power hour. Getting as much done unless I feel stressed, and then I'm like power 5 hour, and it doesn't really work. But I will say I have been better about following up and messaging, doing the 531 with people that I don't know anything about on Instagram. And I feel like for a long time I was just following anybody that was a girl that I felt like I could maybe relate to. And now that I am doing more of that work myself, I'm not using that company I was using before. I feel like it's more myself, and I'm looking out and reaching out to people that I would actually like, they vibe with me more. And I feel like I'm having better conversations, and it feels more like I've been more genuine. So I think that's going to lead to a lot of places.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Hey, Tara, let's hold each other accountable, because I feel like we're both in the same season.
Yeah.
Well, yours are a little bit older, but I have the same excuse. It's like, then the day gets ahead of me. So maybe you and I can talk privately and then hold each other accountable.
Yeah. It's like my workout. I know if I don't do it in the morning, I have all day to do it. And this morning I woke up and I was like, I literally have all day to do my workout until I pick the kids up. But I was like, go freaking work out in that garage right now. Stop talking. Because someone's going to call in sick, and my son's home from school sick today. So I was like, see?
See? I'll text you.
Yeah.
I'll text you on how we can hold each other accountable.
Sounds good.
So on this whole thought about power hour, I shared this week and last week the live power hours from the Beachbody Champions page. And for you newer coaches, we share every week. That page is invaluable. There's always upcoming coaches, top coaches doing things really well in their sharing, and it's very specific things that they're sharing. And I love their power hours because not everybody does it exactly the same way, but everybody's incorporating those vital behaviors that move the business forward. So following along with those, don't just watch them, but do the work alongside them. They will prompt you. That's what's so great about them. If you're feeling like, okay, I'm sitting down to work, and then maybe you get in the scroll game, and before you know it, an hour's come by, you've done nothing. And part of it might be because you feel like you don't even really know what to do. Go watch those power hours, because it's going to guide you. And that hour where maybe you would have scrolled and got nothing done, you'll actually be connecting and inviting and following up and doing the things that are going to move your business forward. And it'll help you find your own rhythm with it. So if you didn't catch that on Team Page, I shared one today and last week. But better yet, follow the Beachbody Champions page, because there's so much great stuff in there.
I shared Heather Shipley's last week, and I found it very valuable. I felt like she broke it down in the things that you don't even think about, like how to find people, and she sets timers, and she's my kind of human. I mean, she has lists for lists for lists. So I'm like, ooh, you're speaking all my love languages here. So yeah, definitely watch them. They're full of good stuff.
And she also works full-time still, right? Full-time?
She works as a professor
Yeah. So I like
and
seeing
has
other
kids.
people describe when are they working? When are they actually doing these things?
Those are the people that annoy me. Like, I'm sorry, what? What? Say that one more time. You have how many children? And you are a professor, and you're a. Oh, okay. No excuses over here.
Right?
She only has one though.
Yeah. She only has one child, but still, yeah. She's
Okay.
working a full-time job.
Not her, like you.
I'll give it to her. She only has one. The professor's a big job. There's lots
I'm having a lot of issues finding like valuable people that aren't people I know. You know what I mean? Like getting people that don't know me.
Are you afraid to talk to people that you already know?
No, nobody just doesn't want to, or the people that do keep saying not yet, they don't have the money, you know, that kind of thing. Like I have like a lot of people that responded out of my, what's it called, warm, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, warm market, but like most of them said, you know, either no thank you, or they said, not now, maybe later. I don't have the money right now. I'd love to, but not yet. And I even broke down like how much I was spending for lunches before, and if you use the Shakeology as your lunch, you know, you're actually saving money and all that. But anyway, my point is so I've started, which it worked because I'm Christmas up this week.
Congrats, by the way, on your first challenge.
I don't know that person. I don't know that person, by
awesome.
the way. Yeah, I don't know who that person is. But it's just hard finding people that will reply that don't know me. I'm sorry I'm working out while I'm doing this.
That's okay.
That's where the follow-up comes in. It's very normal. And when you see, so for example, on Instagram, when I see the same people watching my stories, a lot of times before they've even responded, they've gotten 3 invites from me that have gone completely ignored. But I've noticed that they've been watching me since like November. And so I'm like, dude, you're still watching me. Why don't you just join in? You know, keep it very casual, as like you would say it normally. Don't overthink it. Those are the people that end up saying yes, because then they'll start to talk to you. They've been watching you long enough. They know more about you. It's very normal for them to not respond right away.
I don't have a ton of people that I don't know watching my stories, though. Like
They
follow me on Instagram, but they're not following me on my stories. And if Kim knows, I post a lot on my stories, especially to be at work all day and not have a lot of content. I try to post all the time.
Are you how are you growing your network? Are you referring to your stories in your post? That's a big one.
I'm referring to my post and my stories.
No, yeah, so go the other way.
Yeah.
Refer to your
opposite
stories
way.
in your post.
Yeah, I was making a joke, but yeah, I definitely.
That's something I actually need to do more of as well.
I don't know how to do that.
I actually watched a really great video today. I almost feel like I should share it. It's from 21 Social, but they just had like really great engagement tips, like how to increase your engagement within your posts. And they were like, I mean, they were just fantastic. Like number one, like silly things, like make sure you always tag a location. I never do that, but like 75% more engagement when you do. Like that's a big number.
That's how I was telling you that the other day. When I tagged my Ray Dunn stuff, I got like 700 views in my story.
Oh yeah,
And then I tagged American Idol, and I got a lot. I tagged The Bachelor yesterday.
Those are good tags.
Huh?
Those are good tags. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was watching.
She
was actually watching American Idol.
Oh yeah, I was watching.
But yeah.
And I had a poll of who they liked the best and stuff. Which, anyway, but on my story, the only thing I really refer to is mainly like when I cook something. Remember, I posted a few things I cooked, and I posted like the finished product on my thing, and then was like, go to my story and see how I made it.
What do you do, Kim, though? Like if you do a bunch of stories on something and then you like do a screenshot, like I did that the other day and I was at my sister's spa and I put a screenshot of where I was and said, check out my stories for where I am today. But then like days later, obviously it's not in your stories anymore. Do you then delete the picture or you just leave it and people can just be like, oh, obviously it's gone? If they're like coming late, you know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Oh, you mean in your posts you say?
Yeah,
in my post I say like check out my stories, and then obviously 24 hours later it's gone.
I think it's fine. They'll go to your stories. The point is they're going to your stories And if you're engaging enough and you're cool and you've got like cool stuff and you're like fast, then people are going to watch anyway.
And
I
you should
put my
be inviting
food
every day
in
on your
my
stories.
save things. What are those are called?
Oh, the highlights.
Yeah.
I
So
always
that they could still see it.
You could do that too.
Yeah.
You could do that with
I have a
location.
hard time
and
keeping up with
places
that.
and-
I don't know why.
I just
Probably
forget about it.
I do too. I forget about that a lot.
You should be inviting every day in your stories anyway. So even if you reference like a specific whatever, if you're doing it every day, they're going to catch it. Is kind of how I think about it. I'm not very good about referencing my stories in my posts, but just thinking about it logistically.
Hmm.
Any other questions about Power Hour stuff before we move into our content for the night?
I get hung up on what we're going to talk about tonight, so it's good that we're talking about it.
Yeah, me too.
It's just the one
you guys-
thing.
We don't have all our ish together all the time. Hardly, right? So tonight we're talking about one of the 4 vital behaviors. So if you caught our call last week, we talked about 1 vital behavior. There's 4 total. And tonight, talking about personal development. It's a big deal, you guys. And I am going to be speaking to myself tonight because this one I feel like is the one that I put lowest on the totem pole. And it's not because I don't find so much value in it. And anytime I actually do it, I'm like, wow, so much better of a person, so much better of a coach, of a wife, as a mom, everything. But for me personally, I struggle with fitting it in and making it the priority that it needs to be. And I heard something the other day that made me think, you know what, we really need to talk on this topic about, a lot of times with personal development, and I am so guilty of this. I get caught up in reading or listening to the popular thing, the thing that everybody's talking about. So I'm going to use Rachel Hollis for an example. Don't get me wrong. I love her. I read her first book. I have not read the second one. Here's why. I don't feel like it speaks to me. I think it's great. I think it's so empowering. And I know so many women get so much out of it and just want to watch her all day long. I don't feel like I'm getting what I need in this moment of my business from it. So I decided not to read her current book. That's just me. And I never really thought all of that through. But I heard on a call the other day from a coach saying, figure out what you need to be focusing on and do that. Don't get distracted by that. If you're not struggling with confidence and, the girl power type, businesswoman type stuff, then don't read that stuff because it's just going to take up time that you don't have. I feel like I really need to step up my game with leadership stuff. I should be reading stuff about leadership. I should be seeking out John C. Maxwell and, other leadership gurus. That's what I should be doing. And if you don't have time to read, because that's the problem, I literally have a stack of books. I keep looking here because I have a stack of books that one of my little lamps sits on right here on my desk. I've started every single one of them. There's 15. I just counted 15. I've started 15 books. I have finished one of them because I don't have time to read. I say that. Could I find the 10 minutes? Yes. But I feel like then I'm so focused on what I'm reading, like the 30 other things I need to be doing, that I'm not retaining it. So I'm better with podcasts. I've done considered a lot of my personal development over the years as a coach from calls, and they're great. And I get so much from them. That's why I love the National Wake Up Call. That should be part of it. But we need to be doing the personal development outside of all the fun coach stuff. Like, I just love that stuff. I eat it up. I want to know what everybody's doing and how they're doing it better than me. So let's talk about personal development. And I want to hear what Kim has to say on the topic as well, because I know I need to up my game in this area. And we have this huge list for you guys in the team page of recommendations broken up into what are you looking for? What are you struggling with? What could you use some help with? And the first question you need to ask yourself is, are you actually going to read the book that you ordered on Amazon? Andy, probably not. So quit ordering books on Amazon. Get the podcast, listen to something. And I want to take it one step further. If possible, jot down some notes. I was in a good route with this once upon a time of listening. And I would just, if I was in the kitchen meal prepping and that's when I was listening, I would jot down a couple things, even if it was just 2 sentences from the 30-minute podcast, that was better than nothing. Something that would stick with me. So have your notebook, whether you are reading or listening to a podcast, have a notebook that's specifically for your personal development so you can jot things down so that it'll actually sink in and you'll remember it and you can apply it to your life and to your business.
Yeah. So in the team page, there is, a million. I just actually uploaded this on April 25th, so it's new and the list is like pretty recent. But these are phenomenal, and I was so good in the beginning. I read GoPro. I read like some of these network marketing, because I think I read this, How to Sell Network Marketing Without Fear or Anxiety of Losing Your Friends. But I know that sounds really silly, but if we're not actually learning about what it is that we're doing, what are we doing, right? Like, how are we growing in an area that we're weak in? Because yes, Rachel Hollis makes us feel good, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like Rachel Hollis is more of like, almost like you're reading for your own personal growth versus what area am I weak in and what area could I use help in? So these are great. These are all good choices. Yeah. Has anybody read, or Jason, have any questions about any? There's a couple here from for social media.
Does anybody want to share what you're currently reading or listening to? That would be rad.
I'm reading 100 Days to Brave.
That's a good one. I think I'm on day 66 for the last year.
I'm not reading anything off the list.
What are you reading?
I'm reading You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life.
It's a good one.
Are you sure that's not on here? I'm sure that's in here.
Oh, really? I didn't see
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's really good.
It is really good. I have read that book as well.
Yeah.
And I do feel like that is a great one to, I feel like you would probably put that into the mindset one. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not in here. Huh.
I'm halfway through it and I just got it the other day.
Yeah, it's really good.
I just don't. You're a mom, man. How do you have the time? I'm
Me?
like, I don't have any kids, and I'm like, when am I supposed to read? I like the idea of the podcast and stuff. I was thinking I could listen to that on my way to work and my way home.
I do. I listen to one.
Or not even a podcast. You can get the book on Audible.
Yeah.
Yep, I did that too.
I feel like that's the only way I would read at this point in my life.
Right.
Is we have a women's group every Wednesday, and there's literally 4 pages to our devotion, or to the group, to the Bible study we're reading, and I'm like, where I need to, like, right now it's the last thing on my list today. I'm like, gotta read chapter 15. So it's to say I'm gonna read something is not, but I'm kind of in that like boat where I'll just read something that's really good. High Performance Habits, when Brandon Burchard gave that away, it's been staring at me. I have it on Audible and I have the physical book, and I love him. I listen to his podcast all the time. I just don't do anything. So I need to be held accountable, and it's on my to-do list every single day. And if you go through my to-do list every single day, it's the only thing not crossed off. So it's my weakness.
As you listen to these coaches, they all give credit to personal development. And most of them have a story of who they were before Beachbody, how they got started, maybe where they got tripped up and they weren't listening or reading personal development, and then what happened when they really dove into it. And I'm always like, I should probably do that. I should probably stop skipping that.
Yep.
So you should probably not skip that. We should maybe we need to put something in the team page, a personal development, accountability, something, because I know I'm not doing it.
I'd be down. I like that. I like having to be accountable to something.
Have we found one that we could maybe do together?
Okay.
I like
That would hold us together, because personally, that's the only reason why I do my Women Wednesday, because I know if I show up, Cindy will be like, on me.
Oh, but Jen will be like,
She'll cut us. She'll not stay.
Do y'all go to
Um,
church together?
what's
I'm
that?
sorry.
Do y'all go to church together?
We do.
I used to go to church with Andy. I was her kids' children's pastor. Gets to hold her babies. Delaney's the only one I didn't get to.
And now we, yes, her and I do. And then we do a women's group on Wednesday.
But I just feel like that has helped me stay accountable. So I was just saying, I suck at the personal development and I would love to do a book, but I think if I did one with all of you, I would do it because I would know I'd have
pick a
to
book,
show up.
Start. We should decide and just start tomorrow. We shouldn't even, I was going to say Monday. Who starts Monday? I mean, who starts Monday?
Can you wait 2 days out so the Amazon Prime will ship me whatever it is?
I was thinking more you would listen to it, but you could read it. You could read.
No, that's fine. I can order it.
I mean, there's a bunch of us that are reading. Jessie, she's gone. The 15 Valuable Laws of Growth. That's a really great book by John C. Maxwell. I'm only on chapter 4 and it's phenomenal.
Well, why don't we do that one then?
Why don't you guys do that one?
Good for everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna post a picture of it, and then you guys are gonna get it, and then we're going
chapter a day.
What's that? Chapter a day?
Was that chapter a day? Is that what we're doing?
Don't you guys think that would be?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, 'cause we
Andrew,
can listen
good?
to that while we're busy or driving.
Yeah, and I feel like even if you had to listen to it twice, because you put it on the first time and it basically went in one ear and out the other, because that happens. I'm going to post this in the team page so you guys can. We'll call it we should see how many books as a team we can get through this year.
And then on Tuesday, we can just quickly share a tidbit that we've learned in the last week. So then you can see if we read.
I like
just
that.
holding myself accountable because I know myself.
Study. So then every day I can create or unless someone else wants to own that, create like a little check-in, and you can just schedule it and it will go up in the team page every day at what time? 6 p.m. That's 8 p.m. for Easterners.
Yeah, I can try to help with that so that I can learn better to how the posting and.
Sure.
I haven't done any of it. You know what I mean?
Do you feel confident to make a image?
Yeah, sure. Where am I supposed to make an image at? Like WordSwag or
WordSwag is good. Mm-hmm.
I have that.
Just you can even use the picture of the book if you wanted, like the book cover, or you could just a picture of a book and just say, Living Your Best Life book check-in.
This is daily?
Yep, and we'll make you an admin in the team page so that you can schedule the post.
The only problem is I'm pretty sure that my 6 o'clock will not work for your 6 o'clock because I'll still be at work at that point. That's 4 o'clock my time, right?
You can schedule it. You can
no, wait. 6 o'clock your time is 8 o'clock my time. I got that. That's fine.
But you can schedule, so you don't have to ever remember. So you could schedule the entire week at one time.
No.
We can show you how to do that.
I don't know how to do that.
We'll show you.
Okay.
And are we starting tomorrow?
Sure.
Or Thursday?
Yes.
I can download it tonight.
How about Thursday for people who do want to buy it and who are actually going to physically read it? Then they
okay. And if you catch this live, or you catch it like on replay, then tomorrow you'll be like, wait, what? We're starting? Okay. Team book study starts Thursday.
And this is all going to be on the tribe page, right? We're not.
No. Living Your Best Life.
Sorry. That's what I meant.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
You're posting like what audio we're getting, right?
Yep. Okay. Awesome. Anything else about PD?
I just want to say I love seeing all these new faces on here. Harry, Cece, Courtney, Emily. Really fun.
Really fun.
Paula, I already consider you a vet, man. That's the only reason you didn't say your name. I love seeing all of you on here. It's fun.
It means that we're growing. Growing is good.
I'm like antsy tonight, and I didn't even have my Energizer. I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's good. Your adrenaline's high from your
I know, it's for reals.
from your social media attack.
I like that.
I just want to encourage you guys to when I think a lot of times like we overthink the invite and we overthink what we're posting, and sometimes I think it's easy just to take it back down to what exactly it's doing. And sometimes like when I'm done a workout, I like to sit there and I like to think about how I feel in that moment, and I like to think about how I used to feel in the past and how that would be something I would be regretting or something I would always be working towards, and I never found a rhythm. And I was talking to this girl today who's, she's like, my baby cries every day in the daycare at the gym, and she's like, and I get the worst workout and I have to leave early because the baby's crying. And I think sometimes we take for granted just how rad what it is that we have to offer is. And I know it sounds so silly, but I truly believe that I would be in a very dark place and a very different place if I didn't have this outlet, not only in the coaching side of things, but even just in the physical side. So when coaching feels hard and it feels like you're hitting no after no, and you're not getting to where you want to be, and you're sending those invites and you're doing the things, but the things aren't working, always go back to how you feel in that post-workout and carry that high into your posts, carry that high into your families, carry that high into your friendships, and people will want to be a part of whatever it is that you're doing. The best conversations are the ones that are like, I don't care what I'm signing up for, I just need that in my life. And the only way that they're going to know or feel that is if it's coming out of your pores. But what can come out of your pores is also some of the negative, some of the like, it's not working, or, oh, it's not for me, or, man, this is so hard and I've got 15 no's and I got ignored 20 times. Know that if your life is being impacted, your family's life is being impacted, and shake off the no's and shake off those things, because those will eventually catch up to you and pour into all the other parts of your business. But if you can stay in that positive high and you can continuously think about your life being changed and the people around you, I can promise you that it will continue to just like jump out of you like wildfire, that people have no choice but to catch on. And at the very least, you will make someone's day. They may not tell you for 2 years after following you. That's okay. Stay the course and let your life change. That's why we're going to do personal development, because we want to grow. We want to be better leaders, moms, workers, wives, not, coaches. We want to be better at all of those things. And so the only way we're going to be better is if we let the change happen. And maybe you're not going to see the change in the scale. I can tell you for the last 5 months, I've seen the same 5 pounds go and come. I don't talk about it a lot because I feel like I always assume people are going to be like, really, Kim? But if I actually told a couple of you recently how much I weighed, and you were like floored at the amount. And even the doctors are like, wow, you kind of weigh a lot. And I'm like, thanks. I'm a health coach. I know what I'm doing. But if we get stuck in that, think of all the other things. Like, think of all the way your clothes are fitting, or, the new way we're going to run these challenge groups, and we're going to ditch the points because we want people to get long-term results. We want people to have something that changes their life forever, that they get off their drugs, that they get out of obesity, that they stop whatever addictions that they have. We want to change their life from the inside, and we have the power. How rad is that? But we don't have the power unless we really live it and let it pour into us, and so we can pour out to the rest of the world. So I just want to encourage you that you are in a great place, even if it feels like you're just not even getting to where you want to go. You're doing the right things, and these programs work. Let them do the work. Don't be mad at the program when you cheat the diet, because let's be real, it's 70% comes or 80% comes from the diet. But enjoy it and have fun every single day. Let it be something that you love doing. And when you do get that person, and it will happen, you'll be so ready because you're just going to be ready to bring them in and send them out. So just a little, where I'm at these days, because I feel very grateful that I have a plan and it's not hard. Do you know what I mean? Like, you listen to these women and they're so down and out and frustrated and nothing's working, and it's like, man, I have this thing and it works if you just did the thing, and then they sign up and then they in the group and they don't ever post and they never drink the shake, and you're just like, man, you literally have the tools at your fingertips. Do it. So just let that breathe through you, and I promise you'll enjoy every minute of this business. And again, visualize where you want to be in 6 months from now. Right now I'm visualizing where I want to how I want to feel on Sunday, and that is keeping me away from the cookies and the candies and the breads and all the things, and it's working, and I feel good, and I'm going to hold on to that because I've got the things, right? So that's all I had to tell you.
Wow. That was really good. I don't have anything to say. Thanks for bringing us home, Kimberly. That was good.
I'm here for home run hitter.
Love it.
I told you I had a good day. I just wanted the rest of you to have a great day. All right. Well, any other comments, questions, concerns, needs? No?
Any tips on how to find people that you don't know? That was what I was asking about earlier, like better ways. Like I said, I looked up, like.
Did you watch Heather Shipley's Power Hour?
The one you posted?
Yeah. Watch it. Okay. It's right up your alley, and it's what she does to find people that are her people is awesome. And she's like, she only has an hour, so it'll be right up your alley, and like, I don't have a lot of time. I got to do the things, and away you go. Okay.
All right, girls.
Well,
we've
onward.
Got 15 days, right? How many days are in this month?
15 days. Technically 16.
16. We have an extra day this month. Let's bring it on home. Let's make May the best yet and find those people, those 3 people. If just, how many of us are on this call? Just the 11 of us each helped 3 people. That's 33 people's lives changed just by us on this call. That's a big freaking deal. Let's go do it.
Let's go do it. Cheers.
Kim, what was that girl's name you said for the call?
Heather Shipley.
Okay.
And she's a new coach. And, when people say the only people who make it in this business are ones that have been around for a long time.
She's been around a year, and she's number 30 in the company.
Yep. And she's a 9-star qualifying, I think. Yeah. So, doesn't matter. Time means nothing anymore, which is good. I feel like that's a good thing to know, because you will hear people say, well, don't you think it's too saturated? Or don't you think that the only people who make money in this business are people who are like, have been in it for a long time? And the fact is, I think that 5 of the like top 10 coaches are all like less than 3 years in this business. So clearly anybody.
And time on both ways you think about it. Like, Heather Shipley doesn't have a lot of time. She's knocking it out in the hour. Like we've always been taught to do. That's how I always learned this business, was power hour.
Yep.
You're not spending all day. And you don't have to do it for years and years and years, but you have to do it every day. That's the secret sauce. The every day, the secret sauce.
You can't not show up.
The common denominator, every
single day. So when your husband says on a Sunday, do you have to work today? Yep.
An hour.
But guess what? I don't have to work 9 hours of the rest of the day. Like you do. Ha, I'm just kidding. That was mean. I don't actually say that. All right.
What's the countdown to Summit?
It's like 2 months from today or yesterday.
The 10th, right?
The 10th of July. Yeah.
Did y'all see the whole flight issues with Ashley Molstead?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That poor girl. I was feeling
She's
for
making up for
her.
it now, I'm sure.
Do what?
She's making up for it now, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
When do I need to buy my ticket for Summit?
Do what?
I don't. Do you know when they go off sale? I think you can buy it up until
I think
probably. I don't know if it keeps going up in price. I don't think it does. I think it's just the 175 at this point, right?
Yeah, but for the sake of rooms, I still haven't gotten the email of like keep or let go. Let's say for the sake of rooms by where's my calendar? Because I think it's the first week of June. Let's say by the 28th, it's a Tuesday, team call, the 28th of May, we need to know for sure who's going to need rooms. That way we don't have to be hustling around and we can finalize all of that and make sure everybody is taken care of. So that's about 6-ish weeks out from the actual trip.
You're going to get that email any day now, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long do I have to purchase my ticket?
I think you can purchase the actual ticket all the way up till.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
I've been hearing this talking for like a long time, and I kept thinking I was hearing something, and it's John C. Maxwell talking to me. I'm like, what am I hearing? I hear voices. Oh no, I'm going crazy.
So I have another question about Summit.
Go for it.
In the 4 days that we're there, like what all do we do? Like, is there like a schedule of what's going on or?
So Thursday night most of us are arriving Wednesday, late night. Thursday, we kind of hang out. We'll probably do some sort of like brunch together. There's a huge store that has all of the apparel and apparel that you can purchase. We do that. We shop. Thursday night is opening ceremony. So that's when they normally announce whatever the next program's going to be that's top secret that nobody knows about. Any new products coming out, they announce that. They do some recognition for rank and things like that night. It's a big to-do. And then Friday morning, there's a workout that you choose from the different trainers. You get to go to one workout with the trainers on Friday morning. Then there's a morning session where you learn from coaches, business stuff. You break for lunch. There's an afternoon session. And then Friday night, there's a party that you earn based on Success Club, which is kind of neither here nor there at this point. You had to, in order to go to the Success Club party, you had to have had 10 points in, what month are we in? April, and 10 in May. And then Saturday is a lot like Friday, where Saturday morning, there's a huge super workout. They block off the whole main street of Indy. We work out with all of the trainers. Each trainer does about 10, 15 minutes of a workout.
Awesome.
It's rad. They're on a big stage, and they have like huge screens all the way down the street because there's literally like 20, 30,000 people working out. Then there's, again, a morning session, break for lunch, afternoon session, and then Saturday night is the closing ceremony. And it's, again, an even bigger to-do. There's fireworks at the end, tons of recognition for top 10. And it's just really fun. One of my favorite parts, this is a little side note, one of my favorite parts of the closing thing is they do the Beachbody, what's it called? The Beachbody Challenge winners. So the people who have lost like a significant amount of weight and submitted their stuff, it's like a Biggest Loser, and they announce them. There's a few of them in different age brackets, and then they announce the winners, and I cry every time. It's just really rad. I feel like it's so cool that a lot of Summit is about the rank and the coaching and learning to move your business forward, but they bring it so much back to the health and fitness, especially in that moment that's so special for these families. So,
okay, so the only thing I won't be going to would be the Friday night party. They have to get invited to, or
right.
Do they have like the bikini body builder?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Do we get to see that?
The classics, the Beachbody Classic. Yeah, you can go to it if you want.
Okay.
And Friday night, we'll probably do something as a team. And, so we can all hang out together. So
I don't think we are going to, I think we'll probably have.
We'll do dinner, and we'll do something fun together Friday night. We do everything together too, by the way. We travel back.
How much like spending money do you think I should bring?
Food and anything you want to buy at the big store, which is called the Core. So, few $100s.
Right.
It really just depends on what I mean, you can bring snacks, you can eat out, or you can,
You can go super frugal, and it depends on, if you think you're going to, what I've noticed with Core is a lot of times coaches come and, you might be thinking like, I'm not really going to want to buy stuff, but you get excited when you're there. And sometimes people buy stuff to give out as prizes for challenge groups and things like that. So anticipate that you might want to, but then there's people who don't, you do still get your 25% off, which is cool. And you don't have to pay for shipping. So a lot of people stock up at the Core. I feel like that's where people spend the most of their money at Summit, but you don't have to. So.
Well, I plan on buying stuff from the store. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Carrie, I might like PayPal you or someone some money to spend, like, and maybe you can like.
we did that last year.
Yeah.
Since I'm not able to go, and then you can just ship it to me. I don't mind paying for shipping, but I really want some of the like the shirts and stuff. I don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah, we did that. We had that last year. We sent, because they separate them all by the workout program. So like it'll be like 80 obsession, and these are all the tanks, or T20, or whatever the new program is. Morning Meltdown will have a big section, and then they have like clearance sections, and those are nuts. They're announcing a new Beachbody line, like, and that's actually my favorite. That's like those, like the pink shorts that I got that are like the best shorts ever. And then they have like really nice workout pants too. So.
And they have Autumn's line there.
Yeah. And we usually always get we all usually get like the jacket. They always have like a signature Coach jacket, and we usually all decide we're getting that, and we all buy it. Yeah.
I bought the shoes last year, and I'm planning to buy some again this year.
Yeah. I bought them the
Really
first
any
year
Coach
too.
shirts or anything like that on the website right now, right?
I haven't looked in a while. I feel like sometimes before Summit, they don't have a lot on there because they're anticipating a lot of people shopping at Core. I don't know.
Yeah, I only saw like one thing on there, and it's whatever's live right now. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a men's one and a woman's one, and it wasn't Coach.
I don't know. I feel like they save it. They because they clear their clearance. I mean, there's like everything. And you can buy like Energize tubs and not have to pay shipping. You can buy like 3-day refreshes, so you don't have to pay for shipping. You can buy like everything under the sun.
Yeah.
So it's great. And every year I'm like, I anticipate like, okay, I'm going to spend like $200, and I wish that it was that little. It just gets a little outrageous. All right. I better go help put these babies to bed.
All right.
Or did we good? Everybody got a picture at some point?
Take a picture, because I can't ever get a good one.
I can't either.
Everybody ready? Jeez. Got it.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, we will have a good night. See y'all.
Are you just gonna post it on the Living Your Best Life?
Yes, I will post it right now.
Thanks everybody for making my Tuesday better.
Yay, you're welcome. Bye, Emily.
Bye.
Bye, girls.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.